Have you ever wondered why your life feels quieter than most? Why other people seem surrounded by crowds, invitations, and constant chatter while your own phone barely lights up? At first glance, it feels like something is missing. Loneliness creeps in, whispering that perhaps you're failing where others succeed. But what if the lack of friends in your life is not a curse, but a clue? Not evidence of weakness, but a sign of strength. Today, we're going to uncover why having fewer friends, or sometimes none at all, is not proof that you're broken. It might be proof that you are rare. Albert Einstein once admitted that solitude was essential for his creativity. He needed silence, time, and space to think. Surrounded by too much noise, he would lose the clarity that gave birth to his genius. Long before him, the Stoics taught the same lesson. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person who is at peace with themselves is never truly alone. Epictetus reminded his students to guard their circle carefully because the wrong company corrupts character faster than you realize. And Seneca, the great Roman philosopher, often warned that it's better to walk alone than to follow a crowd rushing toward emptiness. Insight 1. Depth doesn't thrive in shallow waters. Think about the last time you tried to talk about something meaningful with people who only live for gossip or distractions. The conversation probably fell flat. Your thoughts were too heavy for their surface. That mismatch can feel isolating, but it is actually a sign that you are not meant to live on the surface. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are rich, reflective, and intentional, then shallow circles will never feel like home. Many people connect quickly because their relationships demand nothing of them, just laughter, entertainment, and convenience. But if you crave honesty, depth, and loyalty, you will not fit in easily. That's not a weakness, it's proof that you carry a different frequency. Insight 2. Solitude is the training ground of self-mastery. Why do so many people fear being alone? Because the silence forces them to face their own minds. They run toward constant company not out of love for others, but out of fear of themselves. If you can endure the quiet, if you can sit alone without feeling like you're breaking, that is strength. Epictetus told his students, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, the path of growth often looks strange to others. When you choose solitude instead of empty company, some may call you antisocial, but in reality, you are training your mind. You are building the skill of anchoring your peace within. Imagine the difference. Someone who needs constant chatter to survive versus someone who can stand in silence and feel complete. Insight 3. Quality outweighs quantity every time. Picture two scenes. At one table, 20 people talk loudly, laugh at half-hearted jokes, and share moments that dissolve as quickly as they came. At another table, there is just one person, but every word exchanged is genuine and every silence feels safe. Which table would you rather sit at? Seneca once wrote, "Associate with people who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you can make better." The value of a friendship lies not in numbers, but in nourishment. A single loyal companion can bring more light than 100 acquaintances. If your contacts list is short, don't see that as emptiness. See it as filtration. You are refusing to sell your energy cheaply. Insight 4. The right people appear in the right season. Nature teaches us patience. Flowers don't bloom in winter. Fruit doesn't ripen in a day. Yet we expect friendships to appear instantly, as if the right people should arrive on demand. The Stoics warned us against this illusion. You cannot control who enters or leaves your life, but you can remain authentic. When you keep your values clear, they act like a beacon. Slowly but surely, people who share your depth will be drawn to your light. If you always dim your brightness just to fit in, the people who could truly value you may never even see you. If you stand firm, even in solitude, you make it possible for the right hearts to connect. Conclusion: the lack of friends indicates that you have standards, that you are unwilling to waste time on hollow connections, and that you would rather walk alone than follow a crowd running in the wrong direction. This isn't weakness, it is strength. It is proof that you know the value of your own company. Use this season to build yourself, strengthen your body, expand your mind, and nurture your spirit. Let solitude become your forge where resilience and clarity are formed. Because when the right people come, they won't be rescuers from your loneliness. They will be companions to your fullness. They will recognize your depth because they carry their own. It is far better to stand alone with truth than to sit in a crowd built on lies.